Hey, Bob Carr here with another episode of the Bob Carr Show. Returning to the studio today is Complete K9. Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim, what's happening in your world, sir?
Same old, Bobby. Thank you for having me again, brother.
Jim, I got something to ask you.
What's up?
It's cold outside. What's something that we have to make sure our four-legged pets we were aware of? Maybe we should be talking about their paws, their feet, their pads?
Keeping their pads healthy and preventing them from drying and cracking. I see a lot of it in the wintertime, especially if we get inclement weather and a lot of salt is used. If they're not treated and they spend a lot of time outside, you could end up with cracking and burn marks on their pads. So there's a really easy way to prevent that. It's called pad wax. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it just about anywhere. And it's just a little container that you pick your dog's feet up and you rub their pads on it before you go outside in the inclement weather.
Gotcha. So if they're out in the driveway and the driveway just got treated for ice, snow, whatever, some kind of ice melter. Ice melter that we use in our business, it's pet safe, carpet safe, but I know a lot of it isn't, or they get rock salt just from the road,
correct,
just splashing up to the driveway apron. They should make sure that gets wiped off with a towel or washed off.
Yeah, ideally what I'll do is I'll have a small thing of water by the door, and when I come in I'll just put her pads in it real quick and then dry
rinse them off.
Yep.
Get rid of that salt. Because if not, that lays on there, then they start licking it and it turns into a big mess all the way around.
Correct.
Now,
gotcha. If you are not fortunate enough to have gotten a hold of it and your dog's pads do get burnt or do get dried and cracked, just simple Neosporin will make a world of difference.
Okay. I got you.
And it's something that if you're not putting so much on, if the dog licks it, it's not going to cause him any harm whatsoever. So as we talk about cold weather and inclement weather, what do we do to keep our dogs engaged when we can't physically get them out to work them or walk them, things like that? I highly recommend learning some basic nose work behavior skills. Teaching the dog to find certain objects within the house. So that way you are able to work the dog, a little bit of physical exercise, but you're getting a lot of mental stimulation, which will tire your dog out and help you through those days where you just can't get out and work with them.
I didn't think about that. That's good. That's real good.
So, and all you need to start something like that is half a dozen to a dozen shoe boxes and some hot dogs, and you're off to the races. And I've got some videos up on how to get started.
Okay, so people can go. So how do people see this information on your website?
They can go right to my YouTube channel, which is
Complete. Okay.
Yep, Complete K9 of Maryland, KK9.
Okay. And if folks have questions and want to get a hold of you, how can they do that, Jim?
They can either call me at 443-790-0055, or they can email me at CompleteK9-MD@gmail.com.
Fantastic. Jim, I appreciate you coming in and spending a couple minutes with us today.
Bobby, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And this wraps up another episode of the Bob Carr Show. Stay tuned next week for another episode.